Barakafar Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of GMS and salutations to all of the sincere Akim. Another quick GMS to the point. This is 2nd Esdras, the 6th chapter, and I'm going to start from the 75th verse. And it reads, Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is your guide. The Most High is looking for men that are going to come into the truth and wholly believe that the Most High is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him, man. The Most High is going to show His love and bestow His love onto the men that literally 110%, man, over 100% believe that He's going to come back, restore Israel into perfect dominion and trample these nations underfoot, man. And we got to have that belief. We're not out here in the hope that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is going to destroy this society. We're out here because we know that this place is wicked and has to be destroyed, man. And there's no other destiny possible for this place but destruction at the hands of the righteous power, man, which is Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, you know. But it goes on to say, 76, it says, and the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts. So a lot of people like to have the mentality of the laws done away with, man. But Yahweh Shai himself told us when he told us that you know, his men, man, and really on a larger scale us, when he came back, that the law had not been done away with, man. And he said it himself out of his own mouth in the book of Matthew, that anyone that will teach men that the law was done away with and not to follow the law will be the least in the kingdom of heaven, man. So although this is not of works, because our righteousness is as filthy rags, faith without works is dead, man. But guess what? We're in these carnal bodies, man. Like Paul himself said, man, you know, sown unto sin, man. That which I would not do, I do. And that which I would do, I do not. So sometimes brothers go off. But that's why we've got a body, man. And the body is there so that when the brother sees you going off, sometimes he calls you up on it. And sometimes it's not always going to be so-called soft-spoken or in a nice way, man. The word nice itself means not to know. Sometimes you're just going to get called up in an abrupt, straight up manner, man, and you got to be a soldier about it. If you're on the battlefield and you're putting yourself in a situation where you might get killed, your fellow soldier ain't gonna come and tap you on the shoulder and try and, you know, and caress you and hug you and give you comfort, man. He's gonna probably slap you around the face and tell you to fix the fuck up before you die, man. And it's the same thing with this, because it's a spiritual war we're fighting, man. And you don't want to die in the spiritual sense, man, because the scripture tells you that when the demon departs from you, he wandereth around dry places, but then he returns back with 7 demons. I think it's 7 demons stronger than himself. If you know you fall back into the world, man. So you got to know that brothers are gonna come at you. You're fighting an actual battlefield. You got spiritual grenades, so-called spiritual bullets being shot at you by the wicked, man. And you know, brothers are out here on the battlefield defending themselves, but trying to keep you alive in the same manner. So I'm gonna continue on. It says, saith the Lord Yahweh Yahweh Shai, let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. Because we're fighting a constant battle, man, but we're not in that Superman state just yet, you know. So sometimes we go off, sometimes we make mistakes, man. But that's why we're in the grace period, the rehearsal period, man. That's why Yahweh Yahweh Shai allows us, like, that's why we're allowed to pray to Yahweh Yahweh Shai, because Yahweh Shai made himself the ultimate sacrifice, the sacrificial lamb for us, you know. So not saying we're allowed to go off because that's off. But, you know, the righteous man falleth 7 times, man, but getteth up. But you can never get emotional about this thing, man. That's the one thing, that's the biggest mistake you could ever make. Because, hey, man, you know, Yahweh Shai put all emotions aside when he died for us on the cross, man. He didn't have to do that. You know, he was being disrespected by his own people and the Romans. He could have called legions of angels on an emotional tip and had them all destroyed. And then literally, you know, redeemed himself, and that would have been it for us. But Yahweh Shai put all of that aside. All carnal pride aside, and he laid his life down for us, man. So how much more us? Sometimes you get rebuked. Hey, man, I speak for myself. Sometimes you go off and brothers will tell me myself that I'm going off in certain things, and I got to step back and analyze myself, man. Because Proverbs, the 27th chapter, the 17th verse tells you, man, as iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend. Like, I'm gonna go into the movie 300. Look at that movie. They got raised up in battle, and the ultimate battle was to die for, the ultimate honor was to die for Sparta. But in that, they were perfected through rigor and hardship, man. Like Sirach, the 2nd chapter will tell you, they were perfected as gold. That's why, you know, they were a unit when they were together, man, because they've been through so much hardship together that it bonded them. And if you know anything about hardship, man, it brings people together when you go through it with each other. That's why the unit is so strong and the brotherhood is so important, you know, because we're all that we got. The Christians got mass congregations and churches Islam, they got the whole of the Middle East and that fucking rock in Mecca that's gonna get blown to shit when the kingdom comes. But all we got in the whole of London is at most 16, 15, 17 other brothers on a similar wavelength, man. So we gotta be there for each other. But the scripture says, let not your sins weigh you down. Because hey, man, we are gonna go off from time to time. We're not perfect. Paul went off, Peter himself, he denied the Lord 3 times. King David in the reincarnation went off. Yahushua and past lives went off, man, So in the carnal flesh, we're not made to keep the law perfectly, man. We're made to sin, and we're made subject to sin. But that's so that when we get into that righteous stead, we're gonna have that full 360 level of understanding, both in righteousness and wickedness, to judge accordingly in a balanced manner, So look at all of this as a lesson, It says, let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. Woe, but however it says, woe be unto them that are bound with their sins and covered with their iniquities. Like a field is covered over with the bushes, and the path thereof covered with the thorns, that no man may travel through. So on the flip side of that, even though you are going to go off from time to time and you got to pick yourself up, dust yourself off and keep it moving, grace does not give you an excuse to sin, man. Yahushua told the woman that committed adultery, man, go and sin no more. So hey, man, it's heavy right now. Like, brothers are literally being like, we could have been dead, KO'd numerous times, man. But Yahushua is having the most mercy on us. But it doesn't mean that you can just say, fuck it, I'm just gonna throw the Bible to the side and just live in folly until Yahushua comes, because I'm an Israelite. Because hey, man, there's punishments worse than death. Yahushua himself said that, man. So you gotta stay in a good path, man. Know that sometimes you're gonna fuck up, but like I said before, the righteous man falleth 7 times, man. And Yahushua told Peter, man, I can't remember exactly, but he told him, when Peter asked, how many times shall I forgive my brother? And he said like 7 times, basically an infinite amount of times, man. Show love to your brother, but always remember that, like, you just gotta stay true, man. Fight the good fight of faith, and that includes, putting in some form of works. And I'm gonna just cut it short there, man. Not making it too long. Barakah Yahaba, Shimi Hawashai, double honesty to the apostles. Shalom, Akyam. Shalom.